We have all heard the magical and spiritual stories from within Bali, the island of the gods. One story in particular has caught our attention. It's coming from the deep jungles of Ubud, Bali's spiritual and cultural center. A story about holy water and remarkable energy density. Stories about people getting healed, protective river spirits, and strange phenomena taking place. We met with Magnus Falk, co-owner of Nandini Jungle Resort in Pakjero Mangku, a Balinese priest, to find out more.
Yes, so the story about the river spot here is quite fascinating and going all the way back to once we started this project, if you wish. At the time, it was about 20 years ago, me and my business partner, we were bicycling through the village one day. We met one of the local farmers here, invited us into his house. We had some coffee with him, became friends, and he showed us this particular piece of land. Now, we looked at the land and it seemed absolutely impossible to actually do something with the land because it's a very dramatic scenery here. But we just had to buy it. And we did so. We developed the area and figured out that there was a very special place down by the river. Stories told by the locals here that they climbed down to do some bathing, praying under the waterfall, etc. It's practically vertical to go down, straight down. So I never bothered to go there because it is a very deep canyon, 100 meters straight down into a fast river. So I thought we could never access that river. The locals here, they insisted, so eventually we built some stairs down and discovered that a complete oasis with waterfalls, a sandbank, and water calm in another fast river. So quite remarkable. Okay, of course, being Bali, we have to also respect the local traditions and heritage here. So we invited the local priest to do the ceremony and building a temple for blessing of the area. After the blessing, the priest, he came up to me and he told me that, just so you know, I'm a holy man. I've been to all the holy places in Bali. I have never, though, experienced any place in Bali so far where the spirits are so high and so dense as just down by your river spot here. So I said to him, well, thank you so much for telling me this, but why? Explain to me, why is that? So he explained to me that in Bali, the spirits, they originate from the volcano. They follow the rivers to spread out over Bali. When they enter the river, which is leading through us here, it is 100-meter rock on each side. The river is very fast and violent, if you wish, on the bottom. All these spirits, they're following the river. They do not escape anywhere, but they follow here. Except for when they come to our little spot here. It's built like an oasis by the nature. So the spirits, they get slightly confused, if you wish, so they stay here. Now, in the combination with the waterfall and the water, including in Balinese beliefs, when waterfall touches river, it becomes holy water.
Om Swastiastu, Om Awigenamastu. Semua air berasal dari pegunungan yang namanya air danau dan air kelebutan.
All water comes from the mountains called lake water and flowing water, which is controlled by Bitari Gayatri Dui. Flowing water and lake water travel downwards through dams, rivers, ravines, etc. The water in rivers, that's called Bitari Gang Dui. The process continues until it reaches the bottom, until it meets the sea. All the water in the mountains and the water in the river becomes an ocean. The ocean is a collection of all the water in the river.
Semua air yang ada di gunung maupun air yang ada di sungai, jadilah samudra. Samudra adalah kumpulan dari segala air yang ada di sungai.
In Nandini, there is a spring that comes from the west, which immediately fell into the river, called Mina's breath water.
Yang namanya air mapas Mina.
Now, I was very fascinated with this story, so I thanked the priest very much and I was very happy about it. However, now it's starting to become very interesting. Over the years, we had numerous various groups coming over here, meditation, yoga, healing, etc. One in particular was a meditation guru from Europe. He had a meditation group once down by the river, sometime after the priest did the blessing of the area. And he came up to me after and he explained to me that I have never experienced a better place for meditation or breathing exercises as just down by this river spot. So I said, thank you so much for telling me, but why? Explain to me, why is that? And this is scientific. Anybody can check out the facts for this, but his explanation is as follows. It's a lot of water. It's a narrow river, but a vast amount of water coming from the good source, which is from the top of the mountain. It's following the stream, and all this hard volcanic rock on the side is smacking the water around to this. So evidently negative ions are released from the molecules in the water. Apparently this is very good for us. You heard the stories that running on the beach is good, and this is also a part of it. So the water from the waves are releasing these ions, we breathe them in, and it's very good for us. The difference though is when you run on the beach, these ions are vaporizing and disappearing because it's open landscape almost instantly. Here though, what he explained to me is because they're following the river, it's a 100-meter rock on each side. So these ions, they don't vaporize and disappear. They follow the river stream like an invisible cloud of these amazing negative ions. However, when they come to our spot here, because it's built like a lagoon, it becomes a down vortex. So these negative ions, they're pushed down to the ground. Thus, sitting here, breathing in this is something which is very good for you. Okay, so I was very happy about understanding this, and I checked the facts later. You know, for example, also if you stand next to a big waterfall, the waterfall is next to you. You can smell the water. Something is coming out from this water. This is this energy being released from the water. If water is still in the glass, there is nothing, no smell. So it is correct. Now, however, when I got this explanation told by this meditation guru, I remember the priest. So basically he told me, they are both telling me the same story, just from different schools, one from religious, one from scientific. So if somebody goes down to the river here to experience the energy or whatever is going on down there, it doesn't matter, you believe, you don't believe, has no meaning. Strange things happens here in Bali, and over the years I've seen a lot of remarkable things down by the spot. One which particularly puzzles me is the fact that we have a lot of monkeys in the area. Is these Balinese macaque. They are wild, so they don't run around too much inside the hotel. However, if we do leave fruits or other food on the balconies or by the pool, rest assured that they will come and grab it. However, when we leave food down by that river spot, by the river, they do not enter the area. They sit around it, but they don't come there. Again, the priest explained to me that of course they don't come, because animals, so particularly these monkeys, they can sense the energy from these spirits very, very strongly, so they stay away. It's proof enough to me that something definitely is going on down there.
Nandini memilih tempat ini karena
Nandini is the answer to a calling from this very mountainside, where Batara Shiva dwells beneath in his palace.
Sekian dan terima kasih. Om Santi Santi Om.
Now I am of course greatly humble and proud that we did this project and made the special river spot there accessible for most people. However, the priest is still convinced that it was the other way around. It was the river spirits choosing us. Is he right? Perhaps. That's it.